302. Okay, perfect. Hello. Actually, yeah. Little thing flew off of its little handle. Whoops. There we go. All right. So. Hello everyone. Today we are going to make a pillow. All right. Yeah, sorry, I have the camera backwards today. My bad, I was in the middle of like 10 things. You know how I am. Hello baby eyes. So, what we are making today is a pillow. This is an alien pillow. So, you know, as you can see, the little pillow. Oh, wow, did that break? I'll have to fix that. Well, yeah. So we got a little pillow here. How it works, I'll take it apart for you so you can kind of see. So inside of it is another pillow that I made. And it's just full of stuff. And then we have, thank you. And that's your base. And what I did is, we'll go ahead and flip her inside out. Now let's switch this one and this one. Bam. Okay, see, this is what I did. So you have your rug inside of here, right? Like, why is it so dark? There we go. So we have the rug inside of there, see? And I've interfaced the entire thing. This one is also interfaced. After I interfaced it, I then surged the entire thing. See? All of that surged. So now this is one piece. Like, I can't, you know, get at it. If I really sit here and pull at something, sure, you could pop it out if you really wanted, you know. And so I'm going to look into a higher end interfacing, like a heavy duty one, because they make them for like rugs. I mean, they do make like interfacing for like very heavy upholstery and that kind of fabric. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll get some of that in the future. And so what I've done is this one, we're going to go ahead and sew this one up today, finish it off, and that will be the stream. It will be probably like a 30-minute one today, not a super long one, because these don't take too long. This part, like I've already done the part that was 10 minutes by itself, right? Just like slowly interfacing it all. But yeah, so once you've interfaced it, then we're going to make what's called an envelope style thing. So style pillow. And so what you do is you have two pieces. They overlap by usually about 3-4 inches. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, so yeah, that's, you know, overlaps for a couple of inches. And then you remember you always sew right sides together. So when I pull it, turn it out, this is what you will typically see. Now, I do want to be clear, there will always be some kind of gap. There is no way for me to be able to sew this without some kind of gap. And you'll see why when I go and sew it up. It's just, I mean, the needle and everything, there's a certain size to everything, right? Like, you know, it has physical size to it, and I just can't get it. I'm going to try to do better and better over time, you know? Which, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and make about a half a dozen of these, because I like them. And so I have a thing September 30th. And so I'm going to bring, the goal is to bring 6 of them there. So that being said, if you want, comment below what color combo you want. Also, I am probably going to black outline all of them. Like all the bits, I think in the future will be black outlined. And if you don't, you can put in the comments, hey, no black outline on this one, but here's a cool idea, you know, blue and purple or something, right? It's like, and you feel free, or you can be like, I want this in black, but then this different colors, right? Like, you know what I mean? Hi, Shirley Girl. Hi, Debbie Doo. Hi, Baby Ice. But yeah, so that's just, you know, that's the finished product. This is ready to go out the door, like 100% done. And then, as I said earlier, I also made a pillow for it. So what I did is, I made a pattern, like a template. So now I can put this onto my anywheres really and, you know, draw it out, right? This is this guy. It's the same one, just with seam allowance added. So that way when I sew it up, it will end up the same size, right? But, you know, for now it is slightly bigger. That way you can have, you know, you gotta have seam allowance to be able to sew it. So you need a bag, you need the rug itself, and then this is how you make the envelope. So, you know, if you look at, here's your alien, that's your top part, that's your bottom part, and it lines up perfectly, right? And then there's just this much overhang. You can kind of see it there. And I even do it on purpose where it's like, you can kind of see, let's see if we can get it. But yeah, you can see that's the line and I extended it past it. It's just to make it a little bit easier for me to like sew it. Because you end up folding it over and sewing it. See that? You end up folding that and sewing that. So now it's nice and finished off. See, like that is a, you know, very professionally finished, like you would get anywheres, you know? Like, you know, went to Target or something. I'm like, you know, I wanted that level of quality. Like you go, it's the same level of quality. So yeah, so there you go. Then this guy just goes inside of here. I usually do the front side, the tops, like the big side of the head first, just because it's easier to get that big piece in. Then, you know, just kind of shove it in. And then tuck it back in. And there you go. There's your pillow. And if you wanted more stuffing in it, then it could be more stuffed, right? Like I could have stuffed it a bit more, or, you know, like also could make it very even, right? And, you know, I like that you can kind of see it, but like from the top down, you really don't see it at all. You know, and like in my opinion, like I don't see it at all. Granted, yes, you will definitely see it on the side here. You know, no denying that, but you know, from here, if you just have it like on a couch or something, I don't think you're going to really notice at all. And it is, I mean, it's acrylic yarn, so it is soft. And if you are really concerned about softness, this is always going to be cotton. I'm pretty much always going to use cotton on the back there. So that being said, I have made a template, a pattern, another pattern, and another pattern, right? So I have 3 pieces of fabric patterns and 1 rug template, and there we go. So what we're going to do today is bloop. Remember last time I made 2. So this is the other one that I made. It's all trimmed up, ready to go. Like I've already trimmed it and everything. So like a little collection of stuff I trimmed off of it, and we'll use this in the future because there is actually yarn inside here, like old used up yarn inside of here. I'll show you in like a 30 minutes or so when we finish. But yeah, so that's what we're starting with. Oh, sorry, I should say that's what we're starting with, and that's what we're going to end up doing, right? So let's go. Let's get it done. I decided to use this fabric. I just thought it kind of went well with it. It's you know, oops. There we go. There you go. I pulled focus for a second there. But yeah, so I decided to use this one. It's just kind of like a funky pattern, and I thought these two kind of went together because there's a lot of like purples in it, but it's like still different enough, but at the same time still very similar, right? So, you know, that's what we're going to do. So to be able to do that, pretty simple. Luckily, the nice thing about these are they're not overly hard to do. They're time consuming and can be a little frustrating for sure, but overall, they're actually not that hard. Also, another thing that's nice is you only need one of this, two of these. So that's your biggest piece. And that's just, and I'm gonna eventually, I can buy like white fabric, like really cheap fabric to make these out of. This was literally like some spare fabric that, you know, it's kind of ugly looking. And so I was like, oh, I'll just use it for that. So I'll find something real fast to use here in a minute. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this stuff cut out. Well, I'm glad everyone likes it. I saw all the comments, and I'm glad everyone likes it. Because yeah, this will be an official product of the company. Like I feel that I like the alien look. I think it looks cool. It's universal in the sense of even if you're not, you know, really into anime or sci-fi, like you can still. I think everyone kind of likes aliens. But yes, feel free to comment any color combo you would like to see. What I'm gonna do is, as I said, I'm gonna make 6 of them in the next week. The plan is to make 6 of them. And then that way I can spend the next like month like kind of slowly making them. But I'm gonna make 6 of them on my big 5-foot frame. I'll make 6 of them on there. And then I have a commission for Debbie Doo and CFL that I'm making. So that will be on that one as well. And then I might have space for like one more medium small size thing. And then that will be that, you know, that will be done. So yeah, that's what it's gonna look like. That's just one little piece. Now let's cut the other piece. Whoa, oh. I hate when I do that. I gotta move this little thing out the way. Mute. Yeah, definitely. Add to stream. There we go. I'm back in the corner. My bad. I clicked my little mouse button. So let's move that out of the way so we don't do that again. And we'll move this whole thing down. I have it in a weird place today because I'm going to turn it around to do like, you know, to do the sewing. And I haven't quite figured out like a great setup yet of like, because I think I need one more camera. Every time I think I'm like, oh, I have all the cameras I need. I'm like, well, I could do this. All right. Yeah, the chuck head. You know, the downside to the chuck head is that it is extremely complicated to make. So, I mean, I don't think I'll be licensing that one. That one, it's a very tough piece to make because all of the flowers in it. So the smaller it gets, you got to think those flowers are just going to get harder and harder to make. You know what I mean? Because anything you make, the smaller you make it, the more complicated you make it. Oh, but that does remind me. Where did I put you? Oh, there you are. Yeah, that does remind me. I was going to show you this after the stream, but I can show you it during the stream too, right? Ta-da! He's done. He's all done. So, you know, he has his, he got three little mounts on him. So he's ready to go. Like, I think that will be plenty. But yeah, he's all done. All done. I'm gonna try to mess with it a little bit more. That's why I'm gonna ship it out to you Friday. To mess with it a little bit because there's like a few pieces that are like the black's kind of stuck in there. But everything else is done. All done. It's good, right? So I like him a lot. He's really cute. And then yeah, he will wall hang. Or I did put the flat, I put the non-slip. So if you do decide later on to make it into a different kind of piece, then you can do that. But yeah, he's all done. I was gonna mess with him one more time just because I'm a paranoid little guy and I'm just like, I just want to do it one more time, you know? Try to get even better at it. All right, let me get, This is one that I ended up not really liking that much. It was a little too heavy duty. So we'll use this one. So now what we need to do is make that inner bag as well. Otherwise, all your stuffing will just, come right on out, right? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna post some photos of it tomorrow, and then I was gonna contact you when I posted the photos and then just be like, all right, because I've shipped stuff to you, I think twice now, so, I have the address already, but it's always good to confirm it just to make sure, This one we do need 2 of. I kind of want to get this bag done first. I find it, you can do it in any order, really. Like, it's not going to matter, but I figure we'll get the bag done first. All right, so that's enough of that. If you're curious what the fabric is, it's this fabric. Yeah, exactly. That's always the idea of giving away the free rugs, is that hopefully I can get some advertising for it. Yeah, for sure. And then there will be a giveaway starting September 10th of this month, and it's the 5th today, right? So literally 5 days from now, we'll do one, and then we'll run it from the 10th, I think, to the 15th, 10th to the 25th, something like that is when we're going to run it. Even though I'm thinking of running it 20 to because I have the event on the 30th, so I don't know. I'm debating it, still. You know me, I'm always indecisive. Because I'm always trying to do what's best for the company, and sometimes it's like, I just don't know. That's the thing about being in your first year of something. It's like there's still so many things that are tossed up in the air every day of like, is it right? Am I doing the right thing, Anyway. There we go. I'll mess with it once I'm here. All right. So we got our 2 pieces. And what we're going to do is we're going to sew them together. And if you ever need to sew something together and want it together forever, surgeon's the way. Now the key here is we got to stuff it still. So we're not going to close it. We're actually going to go to right about there. Bam. And that kind of leaves a flat bit there that we'll be able to literally tuck in here in a minute. So there you go, that's kind of all we needed to do for that one. Now we'll switch it over to this machine. Oh, actually, you know what? My bad. We will need to do this one first. There we go. one of my goals for this month, because I'm always trying to like, you know, improve, as we always say here. But one of my goals for this month is I actually am finally gonna bite the bullet and start drilling into these walls. I mean, I own this house. I'm always like so dumb, like why I haven't done this already, you know? But I'm gonna start drilling, like, I don't know if you can see it, but like right here, basically, I'm gonna drill in to the wall, and that way I can have a mount for this camera and just kind of click it into the mount. And that way we'll have a lot more, you know, a lot less fiddling with it and a lot more just like click and play. You know what I mean? Like snap, snap, go. You know, that's the idea. I just don't know where yet. It's taken me like a couple of days to kind of just think about it, you know? And again, this is because this is a permanent thing. So anything permanent, you know, it's good to serge it, even though, you know, I don't think it's going to shred on me. It's not a cheap fabric. Like, I doubt it's going to shred, but it's still, you know, quality. In fact, I'm probably going to buy another camera. Actually, I have, so I haven't used this thing. I don't know if anyone else has one, but I have this Oculus. And so I'm gonna sell my Oculus and buy a new camera instead and buy these mounts and stuff. Because I literally have not turned that thing on in a year and a half or something. I used to play it a lot, but you know, when I started working out, I realized, I was like, oh, I don't really need to do virtual working out if I'm actually going to a real gym. You know what I mean? It's like, I didn't really, it's like, oh, I was fake working out. Now it's like, no, I really work out. It's like, I don't need that game no more. All right, let's put you there. But yeah, always feel free to comment any color combo you want for the aliens. Again, you don't have to buy the alien that you comment. It's just to give me ideas. So what we're going to do is just kind of look at what side's the front of that fabric, which that is the front. I don't know how much it's going to pick up on camera because it's so subtle, but it's like that's slightly dull versus this. I don't know if that's really going to pick up on camera very well, but I can tell in person what is the front side of it. And there is a fancy foot plate for this that you can do it with. I just don't have it. I'm gonna try to get it for Christmas this year, I think, to be able to get it. But basically, you just fold it twice. That's all I'm doing, just folding it once and folding it again, and then you'll never see that inner piece anymore. But there is a little device that I could use that would do it for me. Also, remember how I said that pattern was wider than I was making it, even though at the end, look at that, it actually is almost smaller. Because when you fold things in, it kind of folds inwards. So you have to make it like the pattern piece was out to here, and then it folded in. And, you know, we did serge it, so that kind of cut it off anything too. So, you know, when I'm making that pattern, I kind of have to think about that kind of stuff, like how is it going to work in the end? I don't know if that makes sense or not. Sometimes I say these things and I'm like, that makes sense to me, but I sew every single day, so I know what I'm saying, but sometimes I don't know if other people can understand what I mean by that. All right. So then that's done. All right. So now we have the two pieces that we need. So let's go back over. Let's go back over here. So we have this bag now. What we're going to do is we're going to just turn that right sides out because you don't really want to see, you don't want to see that sewing part. Yeah, I'm just going to post about it just like Yellow Handmade Stuff of Chuck. I'll get there. Oh, yeah. Kind of looks like a balloon, doesn't it? And normally you might want to press all this kind of stuff. If you were like, if this was going to be seen, then I would normally press it all. But because I want to shove it full of old stuff, it's like, you're not really going to care. It's not, no one's going to ever see it, But yeah, so now what we do, take this little guy, and put, oh, he's the big guy. He's the big part, so he goes up here. And then my little guy. Key thing here is right sides together. So that's the right side, right side, right side. And then these, you got to make sure they do, in fact, overlap a little bit. These actually seem like they could overlap more in the future. So I might keep this one as a test one. Because this pattern is actually the first fun fact, first time I've ever used this pattern. I made the pattern the other day, and then I actually made it after I made this one. Like I made this and then made the pattern from it, like kind of just being like, all right, how big do I think I need it? But we'll see. So now all we do is grab a bunch of pins, because we're going to need a lot of pins. And I just pin it together. Grab some pins, just pin it. You really, I want it every couple of inches to have a pin. Basically, you want it to have so many pins you could essentially, consider it done. That way you just like, what it's going to look like already, right? If I looked at it and it looked wrong, I would know right now that it was wrong. I wouldn't have to wait. And to make sure all my parts match up and all that, I did make it kind of tight. This one, I might end up adding an extra 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch to the whole thing, I think. Just to make it easier for me, So now you can kind of see it on the other side. We're just going to sew all along it as much as we can and turn it inside out, stuff this bag, put this bag in there, and you're done. This one, I do a lot of very complicated rugs, but this one is luckily not one of them. Let's zoom you on over to the other side. Cross you there. All right. All right. The one thing to note is this is very plush, right? It's quite literally very, very plushy. Very, how to say that? Furry, I guess, might be the way to say it. So when we're going about it, we do want to try to be careful of that. So what you'll see me do is like kind of shove it in there and then go. And all I'm doing is following the pattern that I can, pretty clearly see. Now, luckily, because this is just thread that I'm sewing into it, I can pull any of those threads out. Like, the actual fibers of the yarn will be able to be pulled out. So don't worry, like if you, I won't ruin it if I just kind of carelessly did it. It still would. But you know, less work in the future. All right, there we go. But yeah, all we're doing is just getting it as tight as we can. That out. Get up in there. All right. Push, push, push. Right. And you do want to completely close it. Because remember, you have that opening on the other side. And then before we finish, yeah, we do want to check it because I felt it kind of move on me. And that's all right. My bad. Curious what I'm doing. It was too close to the edge, and so it was just kind of like you would be able to see it, and no one wants that. Because I forgot, what I forgot to do this time is pin that as well. All right. Now we can go back in and get it done. Yeah, but I think in the future we're gonna put the camera over there. I'm thinking is what we're doing, so I'm gonna mount it that way. But yeah, let's go back. One more second. Go. The thing is, if I ever had a Stream Deck, I want to get one of those so I can put a hold screen on. But yeah, so now we have it as we want it. Go. There we go, right? So now this bag will go inside of it. 1 second. Too much dust in here, huh? Too much dust in here. All right. It's about to get even dustier. So this is where flavor gets its wings, but also where a lot of fluffy fluffies is. So many fluffy fluffies. Oh, fluffy fluffies. All right. Put it down like that. Hold on. Let me... Sometimes I forget that I'm left-handed and that, you know, I'm trying to do things for camera, but at the same time, it's like I'm still left-handed, so I got to do it with my left hand. I probably should have made the opening a little bigger. I forgot that I sneezed for a second, and so I saw "bless you," and I was like, God, what did I do? And then I was like, oh yeah, I sneezed. And then I also want to get... one second, I have another one. Uno momento, let me get my guy here. Yeah, big guy. All right, so we'll put some more of that in there in a minute. But this stuff will fill it up faster. This is all thread from when I sew stuff. So literally is shreds and shreds and shreds of thread. Or fabric, I should say. I shouldn't say thread, I should say fabric. And some of it is just literally thread pieces. But something that, 99% of the world would have just thrown away. But I'm trying to make like an effort to use it. So I have a whole bag, I have 2-3 bags full, because obviously I've been a busy boy, so I got lots and lots of it. I wanted to put some of the, exactly, yeah. Little to minimal waste is what we're going for here. So that way, it should still be soft though. Like it won't be that bad. And especially because I'm gonna put more of this in there to kind of like even it out. Now I can't guarantee that every single pillow I make will be made with this. I can very easily and cheaply buy polyfill, but all polyfill is literally this. This is polyfill. It's just been colored and dyed into, but acrylic yarn is polyester. Like they're exactly the same. There's really no difference there. And as you can see, it's filling out, right? The last one, I think I kind of understuffed, so I think I'm gonna try to overstuff this one. I'm definitely gonna have to figure out some way, maybe of doing it faster, you know? I do like this, just kind of like, let's do that one more time. I'm just kind of like taking it with my fingers and just kind of shoving it in. But you know, the more it's in the bag, the more it kind of stays in the bag, you know what I mean? So you just get to look at my hands for a minute. Because this will kind of fill in the cracks. I think that's gonna be good. Yeah, I was just kind of shoving it in there. All right, give me 1 second to kind of shake this little bad boy. All right. You gotta be careful though. Don't ever want any sharp things or anything to go in there. All right. And so at this point, all you're really doing, you just take your fingers and then just kind of pop it in. It will be closed that way. And then I'm just gonna go quickly sew it. Before I sew it, I do want to kind of pound it a little bit. You know, make sure how it's going to look in the end, you know what I mean? There we go. And because you're never going to see this, if I was going to see it, I would slowly hand stitch it so that you wouldn't see it. However, we ain't doing that because, you know, you're not going to see it. And so I could spend like 10 minutes slowly hand sewing it, but that's not going to actually do anything. Helps the machine's on. All right, and there you go. In a couple seconds, it's done that way. All right, way better. So let's go ahead and finish up for the day. And then, you know, there's still plenty more in here, and I have another full one of these as well. Because, you know, I've been making, if you could see by my huge mess over here, I've been making plenty of rugs. You know what I mean? 1 second, my bad. My nose. All right. But yeah, as I said earlier, I didn't really need to press it or anything because you could see I stuffed it so much, it already fixed itself, right? Like, I don't need to do nothing. And of course, you know, that's again why we do quality, right? Because I could bash the crap out of this thing and it's not going to matter at all. And so now this got to go in there. And all you do is you got the big piece and you just shove that sucker in. Because we, you know, took our time to make everything right, it should just be able to be shoved in. Ooh, I really stuffed this one though. There we go. I ripped it a bit. I was doing a little too much, but that's all right. We could fix that in the future. I think I might have stuffed it a little too much, you know? But that's why I'm gonna do like a half dozen of them. That way I can kind of perfect it and get it to a really, you know, solid state there. Because that one's gotta get fixed a little bit there. You can see that it ripped open there. Because this fabric is not, you know, not the strongest in the world. But that's all right. A minor fix is no problem. We can fix that up. But yeah, there you go. Done. Pillow. As I said, I'll fix this little part and that'll be it. And then see, I even made this one, and you can see if you end up sewing it into it, all I do afterwards is I just go in and pull it. And that will separate these two. Anything that did get caught up. See what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's it. That's probably what it was, is there was so much yarn caught in there that it pulled out because of it. So I have to be careful of that. Man, it happened a lot here. At the top, the whole thing's done. Maybe that's a good thing. It kind of covers it up a little bit. But yeah, there we go. I'm gonna zoom you in a little closer. All right, so anyone have any suggestions for color combos they want to see in the future? As I said, I'm going to probably black outline all of these. So both of these were kind of like test ones that I made. And you can see here like the difference. You can see here the difference in stuffing, right? This one's literally double stuffed of that one. I see that. That one has like a lot more. It's like that big versus that big, right? But yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, hopefully everyone liked it and everything like that. These will be for sale coming the end of the month. September 30th will be the first time they're on sale. Any of them that don't sell, then I'll list on the website. Customs commissions available. Trust in yourself, honor yourself and others. Create a world that's safer for everyone. My name is Chris Collected. And and I hit officially here. Let me switch 1 second. 1 second. I officially hit 150 subscribers. Yay! Yay! Yeah, that was my goal for last month, was 150, and I hit it. I hit it like literally on August 30th. I think August 30th, 31st, I hit it. So I got it. I got exactly what I wanted. So the goal for this month is 200. All right, we're gonna try to get another 50. So let's do it. It's like double the amount. I got like 20 in the last 30 days. So if I can get double that, I mean, really doing good, right? But yeah, 150. Yay. Yay. And then, you know, I'm thinking if I can get 200 by the end of the month, I'll probably just like maybe give one of these away or something. We'll figure it out, you know? I haven't quite figured it out, but I know I'm going to do another one this month, a giveaway, because that one's done. And so, yeah. One more look at it. We'll take one more look. This was the finished commission piece. And so I have more commissions available. So hit me up if you want one. And this is wall mounted with 3 little wall mounts, you know, they just hang up. There's little hooks. And if you don't want the hooks, I try to leave like, I'll try to leave this little bit like undone so you can kind of shove that in there if you really wanted to. And then you could have it flat. But yeah, up to you. And then, boom. Always here at the House of Improvements, improving, guys. All right. Thank you all so much. see you in the next one. I got some unboxing coming. I got resin crafting coming. I got all kinds of stuff coming. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Thank you so much. If you do think of a color combo, put it in the comments or something. I'm always happy to listen to, okay? Bye. Yeah, I said it was going to be 30 minutes. Ended up being an hour anyways. Awesome. Thank you. Bye.